just realized I haven't shaved yet this morning. This is terrible. But it doesn't matter because today we're going to get the delivery of our chicken coop stuff. I'm waiting on them to arrive. You're going to get to see it too. You never see my driveway. That's the front of my house, well, the front of my driveway. I should get my plywood, my windows, my exhaust fan, and the roofing, everything I need to get this project underway. So now we can move beyond the base. It's going to be here any minute. We'll be walking out the door. Where is it? I hate waiting. I think I may hear a truck. Oh, I think I hear a truck. The question is he going to back down the driveway or park up in the cul-de-sac and offload it somehow? Oh, it's a flatbed. It's like a flatbed tow truck kind of a thing. Well, I've got everything I need, I think, to get this chicken coop built. I carried down some of the boards from the driveway and actually started marking these things up, and I should have waited until I had the camera, but I got ahead of myself. So let me show you what it is that I've done thus far, and then I've got to start cutting some boards. Alright, so here's what we've done so far. The first thing I did is I used a C-clamp on all corners of this thing to actually pull these boards together. I've got two of them stacked together right here, and this is going to be the front and the back, or the left and the right, depending on how you look at it. But basically I'm going to cut them both at the same time so that my roof line will match. So we're going to come up to the center of this 4-foot sheet, and there's our roof. Now I'm going to cut in about 13 inches, run down the length of the board until I get about 2/3 down. Then I'm going to cut out at an angle, same angle as the roof up there. I'm going to cut out 13 inches all the way back out to the edge, all the way to the bottom. And what this is going to do is it's going to provide everything I need to frame this out, including the roosting box, and in the flat area that I have in between the roof and the roosting box, I'm going to be able to put some windows right here. Alright, so I've told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, don't do what I do what I say, follow shop safety guidelines. I am not the most safe person in the shop, but I do manage to get it done. Hopefully we won't leave any fingers behind today. Follow shop safety guidelines. Oh, I just made a huge mistake. Huge mistake. I just messed up. This is T111. I should have had it face to face. I cut two fronts. That's not good. It's not good at all. Okay, so I just made a huge error. This T111 is grooved on one side. The other side is flat. I should have cut them with the grooved sides facing together. I didn't. I cut them stacked on top of each other, groove side out on both of them. Instead of making a left and a right, I made 2 lefts or 2 rights. So now I've got to waste another piece of 2-11. Not something I wanted to do. Alright, let's cut this again. This time I think I'm going to cut it outside. Alright, now that crisis is averted. I can't believe I did that. Anyways, now I've got to find a room for the exhaust fan because this is the back panel. Let's see what we can do here. This should be the fan. I'm going to find the center, which is at 2 feet. Right there, that is good. And we're going to be down 16 to that is perfect. Okay, move this out of the way. Let's drill a hole. Right. One there. Now we just connect the dots. Right. Beautiful. Now let's see how far off we were. Beautiful. That will work. So that's where our exhaust fan is going to go. And I think I'm going to run this thing on one of the controllers, similar to what we have in the beehives, where when the temperature gets to a certain threshold, we're just going to cut it on, and then when the temperature's cool, we're going to cut it back off, which means this thing's going to be running all summer long. So, and hopefully it's not going to be running at all in the wintertime. Alright, so that is that. We can box this back up. We have a place for our fan. Alright, now these boards, by the way, these are just 2x6x8s. Cut right down the middle, so they're not really 2x4s, but I think they're going to work. So what happened is I went on break. And when I went on break, I shut my cameras off so that I didn't waste the battery. And I forgot to turn the cameras back on, so I apologize for that. You didn't miss a whole lot. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm cutting rafters. I've got to cut rafters for the entire chicken coop all at one time. And if you've noticed, what I'm doing is I'm actually attaching these boards. I'm framing this thing out on the workbench, and I'm going to do one wall at a time, so that when I'm all done, the plan, the goal, the hope, the dream is that I can take these out and attach them to the base that we've built, one board at a time, and everything should work. All we should have left to do is actually put the tin on the roof. If it works out like that, I don't know that it will. Also, this is a very hard build to film. There's a lot going on, and it's pretty much flat on the bench. And I'm not going to tell you how to build a chicken coop. You're just kind of watching me build a chicken coop. There's a lot of plans out there. There's a lot of people on the internet that are building chicken coops, and they will show you step by step by step. That's not what I'm doing, primarily because I just don't know that I could get the right camera angles doing it this way in the shop, one wall at a time. But that is what I'm doing. I'm going to frame each wall independently and put them on the base. Not today, but we will get there. Right now I'm just trying to get my lumber cut. I know that most people would build this thing with hammer and nails. I'm using decking screws primarily because I have a lot of them. Why not? Alright, well there you go. Day 2. We're making progress here. We have the back wall now, and that is the wall that has the exhaust fan in it. Tomorrow I think I'll come out here and I will finish the wall that has the door so that I can get in and out of this thing. And then next week we will fire off another video where we are actually building the front and the back and the roosting boxes, wherever they lay their eggs, so that I can get my free eggs. That's why I'm in this, right? It's free eggs. But with all that said, I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, do me a favor, give me the thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you're a carpenter, be nice. I'm not a carpenter. I'm just taking it out of my head and making it real, so it is what it is. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, by all means, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. With all that said, I'd like to thank you for watching, and you be happy. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.